The time is now for an updated tier list for solo shuffle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this comes from my experiences watching a lot of solo shuffles, playing a lot of solo shuffles. And yeah, I think there's some surprises here. This is specifically for solo shuffle and someone's ability to get high rating and compete with all the different specs, okay? We're gonna start in no particular order with some tanks. Vengeance, Demon Hunter, Garbanzo. Prop, Warrior, Garbanzo Beans. Holy Paladin, it's not even, I'm not even going to put Holy Paladin because you can't really tier it. Really. I mean, it just competes against it. It's a weird thing. It's D, whatever. We don't like it. All right, or Prop Paladin, yeah. Okay, so we got these three tank specs out of the way. This is going to go down here. Now, here is something that might be a little surprising to you. There is Brewmaster Monks, hashtag making it work. The only tank spec, surprisingly, that is actually climbing rating is a 2400 Brewmaster, which isn't that high, but at the same time, it isn't that bad. There's a 2400 Brewmaster in Europe. Believe it or not, he managed to get elite as Brewmaster only. So I'm actually going to put it in C. It has to be above the others because the others are absolute garbage. But Brewmaster seems to be making it work, so we're going to put it here at C. Now, we're going to get the obvious ones out of the way because we all know what is S tier, all right? The S tier specializations, you see them all over the place, and this is what 90% of high-rated solo shuffles are. You got DK, we got Shadow Priest, Demon Hunter. Actually, does Unholy DK belong in S tier? What do you guys think? We'll put Arcane. Okay, you know what? We'll put it up there. These are the god specs. Arcane is like, I would say Arcane is like S minus A plus. Okay, S minus A plus. I very rarely fight against Affliction Warlocks, to be honest with you.
New Year.
So I'm not sure if I can put that. I'm not 100% sure about Affliction Warlocks, but I will put Demo. Demo's in S tier, Arcane's in S tier, Unholy's in S tier, Havoc Demon Hunter's in S tier, Shadow Priest is in S tier. Is there anything that I missed that you guys would say belongs in S tier? You guys have Elemental Shamans in NA? Okay, so here, caveat. If you are in Europe, only if you're in Europe, Elemental Shaman is S tier. If you're on NA, please disregard this and put it down to B. Okay? If you are in NA, please disregard it and put it down to B. Otherwise, yeah, you can put it up there. I do agree. I think I'm going to put Arcane at A tier. Arcane is extremely good. Arcane is extremely good. But I think in these particular lobbies, it might be difficult. There's a little bit of... Right now in the chat, some people are saying it's A, some people are saying it's S. I'm going to say it's either low S or A plus. So I'm going to put it in the first position A. Okay? I think, you know, we'll get into some of the A specs right now. Believe it or not, am I going to get a lot of shit for saying ARMS is A? I think I might. We'll put some of these other Warlock specs. We got Affliction Warlock in A. I think that's safe to say. I don't know. ARMS doesn't do that bad. We'll put it in B, okay? We'll put the Arms Warrior in B because I don't want anyone to get mad at me. We got the Destruction Warlock. We'll put that in B. If I put Arcane as A tier, is Frost A tier or B tier? I think Frost is kind of lobby dependent. Sometimes I feel like I'm A tier. Sometimes I feel like I'm B tier. I think Frost is like sleeper. Frost might be first position B. What do you guys think about that? It's kind of lobby dependent, but sometimes I feel like I own. And sometimes I feel like I'm like a first position B-er. Okay, so Frost is like, it's B plus minus A minus. And I'm not trying to like, if you guys disagree with me, feel free. I'm not trying to like, you know, because I mostly play Frost Mage. I actually happen to think Frost Mage is actually very good and can hold its own in most lobbies, to be honest with you. It's very, very strong. Boomkin, yikes. Boomkins, there's not many Boomkins finding much success. I think I'll put it down in like the C tier right now. I don't know if I've necessarily put it at D, but yeah. Frost is, dude, if I'm putting, listen here, man. D tier is for like the tanks, or should we just add like another row of tanks? You know what we'll do? We'll put, we're going to put this down at D tier. D tier is just the tank tier, okay? And yeah, Ellie, this Ellie is specifically S tier in Europe. In NA, it's like B tier. Now, Windwalker Monk. Windwalker Monk is a surprising S tier. Believe it or not, the highest rated player in Europe is a Windwalker Monk in all of Solo Shuffle. And the second highest rated player in North America is a Windwalker Monk. Windwalker Monk is extremely good. If you're a good monk and you know how to kite, you know how to do your burst, like you can do very well in Solo Shuffle. So I would actually put Windwalker Monk in the S tier with the S tier specs. Rogues, I'm not so sure. It's kind of a joke regarding elemental shamans. Just like most of the good elemental shamans are from Europe at this point. If you actually look at the ladder, NA seems to have all our like shaman mains, all our diehard shaman mains either play resto or enhance. Almost none of them play elemental. And in Europe, it's the opposite. All of them play elemental. Enhancement Shaman, what do you think? Enhance is solid C tier. Retribution Paladin is B tier. You can work through that one. It seems to be able to hold its own. Resto Druid, we'll go through healers. Resto Druid's definitely S tier. I've got a controversial take regarding some of these other healers. I actually don't like when I have a Paladin on my team or when I have a Disciplined Priest on my team. And that's not to discourage anyone from playing healer, because I do like healers. And if you play healer, I appreciate you because you make the Q pop, okay? I really do appreciate you. But when I play with like a holy priest, when I play with like a disciplined priest, when I play with like a paladin, maybe paladins, like you're just dude. You're just you know? You're just Do you guys agree? Like, are these just all C tier? You're just instantly. Mistweaver's probably like a B tier. Resto Shaman, I would say, is A. Oh, you know, Disc is okay in certain lobbies, but I feel like it so damn fast, man. Resto Shaman's S tier? You guys all think Resto Shaman's S tier? Does the data support this? Okay, you know what? Resto Shaman is S tier? All right, you know what? We're going to put Resto Shaman. We're going to make some Shamans very upset with this, but we're going to put the Resto Shaman up in S tier for solo shuffle. Where's the Evoker? I don't see it. You guys see the Evoker? Wait, this list doesn't even have Evoker. I'll add it in after, okay? We'll do it after. Fury Warrior. How do you guys feel about Fury Warrior? I kind of feel like Fury Warrior is worse than Arms. Let's get a little bit of input on the chat because I'm not exactly sure where I want to place this. Yeah, maybe it's B tier. Yeah, maybe it's, you know what? Maybe Fury and Arms are on the same tier, but it's slightly worse than Arms. How the tables have turned. Rogues, I'm not sure how I feel about. I feel like specs like Assassination are strong, but there's not that many high-rated rogues. Like, I don't fight rogues that often. I wonder what the problem is. Maybe it's like you can't coordinate that well. There's too many evokers. There's too many dwarfs for Assassination Rogue to really like flourish. Maybe we'll put it down in like B tier. You know, I really thought rogues are going to be a lot better. I really thought that rogues are going to be a lot better in solo shuffle in general. But I feel pretty confident like putting all the rogue specs at like B. Yeah, I don't necessarily think a rogue is like better than a warrior. I wouldn't say that at all. We're getting some feedback that sub is C, outlaw is B, and Asa is A. With all due respect, this tier list is Garbo. I don't think it is. I have a lot of very high-rated solo shuffle players right now in my stream. Okay, we have people with the best credentials in here talking about what the tier list is. This is going to be the most accurate, most unbiased tier list you will ever see. Absolutely Fire is the worst mage spec, so we'll put it at C tier. There's still some mages doing pretty well, so we'll put it there. Destro, yeah, we could reposition Destro. We'll put it down in the dumpster in C tier, but I actually don't know if it's that bad, to be honest with you. All right, now BM Hunter. I don't really fight BM Hunters that often, so not a big sample size. Maybe that kind of speaks volumes to how bad it is. No, you know what? I'm going to be confident with my Destro at B tier. I don't think it's C tier. BM Hunter's probably on the B tier. Frosty K. Frosty K is significantly worse, I think. I don't ever really fight Frosty Ks and have it be that scary, to be honest with you. Pharaoh Druids, don't fight them very often either. What do we think? A tier? I don't really fight them that often either. Marks Hunters, I think, are like kind of cheesy and gimmicky. Put them here. Survival Hunters, put it in B. I think a lot of the specs right now are kind of like middle of the pack. You know what I mean? Like really good players can make some of these specs do well. And then we have, lastly, of course, we have the Evokers for the last couple of positions. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll work on this. Now, before we move on to Evokers, is there any problems with this list? Speak now or forever hold your peace, because, yeah, this is really not a troll tier list, I swear. Yeah, Resto Shaman are very good. A lot of people like to pretend that Resto Shaman are not good, but they are. They're very good. I'm sorry, guys. Demon Hunter should be rated higher than Shadow Priest. I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, I'm pretty confident with this. I'm I'm gonna be honest with you. We're gonna add in the last couple classes here for you guys, okay? We're gonna add in Devastation Evoker. I think Devastation Evoker in Solo Shuffle actually isn't that bad. I would say it's like a low B. I don't think it's great, but I also don't think it's that bad. And I think depending on the lobby, you can actually do pretty well. So for me, I'm gonna put it at low B. Okay, so we'll just draw a little picture really quick for the dragon. Yeah. All right, that's the green lizard. That's Devastation Evoker at a low B, sorry. And then of course we are going to have, let me just copy paste this. Okay. Save ourselves some work. We'll put this one here. But instead, this guy breathes healing magic. So he breathes healing magic coming from here. Big heals coming your way. And we'll put like a little blue background just to make it look like this. Okay, cool. So this is going to be the healer evoker, okay? So that is the healer evoker in S tier. So, ladies and gentlemen, going through the tier list, this is what I would say I currently rate all the different specializations in Solo Shuffle. The S tier are the absolute creme de la creme. They are in most of the high rated games. Then you have the A tier. These are specs that are also very strong and can carry. B tier, also, depending on the lobby, can do phenomenally well. Frost Mage, as a little caveat, I think it's on the edge of A and B. I think it's very strong. I also think Arms Warrior is strong. I think Red is strong. The Rogue specs and Hunters, I'm not that sure of. I don't play them that often. Devastation Evoker, close to C, but can also do very well if you're a solid player. Boomkin can also do well, but it's hard to pull off. Enhance can do well. In terms of healers, you have Mistweaver in the B position, Resto Shaman S tier, Resto Druid S tier, as well as the Preservation Evoker. And then for tanks, the best tank currently in the game is a Brewmaster Monk for the first time ever in Solo Shuffle. And the rest of the tanks are just absolutely terrible. So yeah, this is the updated tier list and the Q-Pop. So